Some plants need attention here today. This one's root bound, so I'm going to support it here. I did not water it for a few days. It's best to transplant when the soil is a little on the drier side and it's easier getting the plant out. So now I'm trimming, trying to be careful of these roots. I could trim the roots off, but being it's going to go through a healing process or transplant process, kind of like what I do when I transplant somewhere. It's either exciting or either way, it's a big change. So we don't want to have it heal from the transplanting and root cutting all at once. And then I get the sides, and I'm just gonna, I think it should come out nice. And I have a pot ready with a mixing a blend of peat moss and a good organic soil that is, and I should have measured the pot. I'm thinking this pot, maybe this pot, because it's the same height, so it's not going to help it much. So I put it in here, and that's what I think I'm going to have to do. So that little pot is not going to work. Another thing I did is I trimmed the top and made another plant with it. And I cut off leaves off the sections where they come out. And I should cut off the rest of these leaves. That will help put the energy into getting roots instead of keeping the leaves going. And this one is a much better pot. It has room in there, so I can lift it. And I want it just below the top of the pot, so that there's enough room to put water. And this is a bright light plant, and I will put it in filtered light, especially after it's been transplanted. And I just kind of give it a quick little plop it back just a little bit. See, it's kind of wilty, and that one's good to go. I'm gonna do this one, nice little pepperoni plant. Let's see the pot. It's a little bit more room, but not much. This is wider, but not as tall. That would give it a little bit of room, an inch around. I think I'm gonna go with this one. But I do have little baby in there that I want to put in a pot. But I don't have any little pots now because I cut this one up. So get rid of that. I could use these. So I'm going to put soil, and I'm going to make a little pot filled in these other ones, because I'm going to divide the plant. I will divide the plant. And it's a little root bound, but I believe that will be all right. I'm going to carefully, well, it's not a whole lot of roots, so I could carefully separate. And quite entangled. There's no way around it. unless I cut the pot. There we go. See it, and it should slip through the holes there. Give it a squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It slides out. And as you can see, it's really packed with roots. My goodness. Let's see all these little baby plants in here. I could take this one that's on the edge and carefully just separate it. I think this one will go, it's on the edge. It's easy to separate by just breaking off the dirt. And maybe one more. Oh, that kind of freaked me out. Little dangly thing. I don't like spiders. I thought it was a spider. It freaked me out. So I'm separating and okay. So I don't know if that's going to separate very well. So I have these little cutter things. I really like these. Oh, here's a little baby plant right on the edge here. So I can get in there. Whichever one will separate the easiest is the one going in its own little pot. Here we go. I didn't even need the scissors for that. Okay, so I'm going to take away some of this dirt. And then hold it and put some dirt as I'm holding it up, and then get this plant in its new home, or its new container, its new little plant condo, plant house. And set that over here. And then this one is going to be great for these little plants. So I just put my finger in the soil and move it around. I'll show you what I did. It's quite easy. Just put some dirt in here. A little bit deeper. See, and I get pack. You want to make sure the dirt is not burying the part where all the leaves are coming out, because that will rot. And I have one more to do. Get them transplanted and watered. So, there we go. I'm going to have a bunch more little plants here. Have a great day. And I don't know why it's not stopping.